watched him beat brain cancer twice. I watched him give us 6 more years of laughs, memories, and knowledge. We're gathered here to remember the life of my brother. I can only hope that some of these words help alleviate some of the grief that we're all feeling today. Bryon was unique, and I know that could be said about just about anybody. But if you knew Bryon, you'd agree he was a bit more unique than most. As children, we used to watch Saturday morning cartoons. My sister and I would always root for the hero, whether it was He-Man, the Ninja Turtles, or X-Men. Not Bryon. He obsessed with the villains like Skeletor, the Shredder, and Magneto. This made for some amazing battles between us kids as we used our imaginations to fight for the fate of the world. I will miss all the pointless, yet amusing games that we used to play as kids. Tricia and I could talk your ears off for hours, trying to explain all the weird ways we would entertain ourselves. From building fortresses out of paper bags and cardboard boxes that were impenetrable, to convincing our cousins that a friendly ghost named Thaddeus lived in our house. As teenagers, my brother and I gave our parents as much grief as possible. Getting in trouble for skipping school, playing with gunpowder, and somehow destroying most things my parents owned and hold dear. But when it came time for our punishment, my brother would always stand in front of us and take the blame. As a young adult, Bryon was strong-willed. He took the road less traveled and joined the Marine Corps. He traveled the world and always came back with amazingly funny stories to tell us. Though we didn't see him as much as we'd like, he always kept in touch to make sure that we're all doing okay. Bryon also made many friendships during his life, friendships that he cherished greatly. He will not be an easy man to forget. Today we're joined from friends, with friends, from every aspect of his life, whether it's friends that date back to elementary school, fellow Marines, or former co-workers. I thank you all for attending today. You have cemented what kind of impact Bryon has had on other people's lives. My brother also had a sense of humor that will forever be cherished. Bryon could always find something funny in any situation. Even in his final days, he was finding ways to joke or make light of the situation. This is what I'll miss most about my brother. I'll never forget the times we would laugh until we couldn't even breathe anymore. My family will always reminisce of the times that we shared with him. His memory will never fade in the endless stories we can tell you of him. His aunts and uncles can tell you how they called him football because he was such a chubby baby. My sister can tell you about the time that her and Bryon tricked me into eating rabbit shit because they thought we were cannibals. My mother can tell you the excitement she felt when Bryon surprised him with an all-expense-paid cruise to Alaska. And my father can tell you about the pride he felt calling his oldest son Marine. I will miss my brother more than words can say. Not only was he my brother, he was my protector, he was my best friend, but now he's my guardian angel. Thank you.